guys, Drea here. Welcome to another Fancy Made DIY tutorial, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 different ways in which you can take existing shorts that you have and revamp them to make them music festival season ready. So I have a lot of shorts in my closet. I went through them, so I put together these different styles for you because I've noticed when it comes to music festival season, a lot of the stuff, the shorts especially, actually everything tends to be incredibly overpriced, and it makes me really sad and kind of upset when I see some shorts that just have like the most subtle little bit of Pom Pom Trim and they're like $48, and I'm like, nah, because I know Pom Pom Trim is like $3.99 a yard at your fabric store. So the whole purpose of today is to just kind of give you guys some ideas. Hopefully it will inspire you to go through your closet, to pick out some stuff that you either haven't worn for a while or that you were planning to give it away, and give it this like really cool revamped bohemian festival ready look. And I promise you this tutorial is incredibly easy. It's like kind of a joke of how easy it's gonna be. But yes, let's go ahead and get started with these 5 styles of different pairs of shorts. You need the following materials: a pair of shorts you want to revamp, needle and thread, some no-sew fabric glue, sewing pins, scissors, some bohemian fabric of your choice, and a white piece of paper. Now, taking your white piece of paper, you are going to make a bunch of folds until you kind of create a pattern of the front pocket of your shorts. Then you're carefully going to be taking this pattern and you're going to set it over your fabric and use that as a guide to cut your fabric out according to size to match with your shorts. Then very carefully set it over the front pocket of your shorts. Now, taking your scissors, you're going to be doing a lot of cutting and trimming on there, so you make sure that the fabric piece is on there according to the design of the jeans. You can kind of really do whatever you want with it, but I want it to be very similar to just the front pocket style on there. So once I have that ready to go, I'm going to be taking my no-sew fabric glue and I'm going to be adding a lot of the glue on there. Then I'm going to be setting my fabric over it, pressing it down. Now, moving on to the bottom portion of the shorts, I'm going to be adding some more glue and clipping off the fabric to fit as closely possible to where the short ends on there. And there's a lot of the little fringe that's already created from being clipped. And once I do that, I'm going to set it off to the side to dry. Feel free to do this on the opposite side as well. And once it's all dry, take your needle and thread and thread it through for a safe stitch. For this, you'll need about 2 yards of tassel trim, which you can find at your local fabric store. Also some sewing pins, some suede cord. This is going to come in handy for later. Sewing pin and sewing needle, 2 tassels, your shorts, pair of scissors, and of course your no-sew fabric glue. Start off by finding the inside seam of your shorts, and we're going to start from there. So very carefully take your no-sew fabric glue. You're going to be putting a good amount of it on the corners, the edges of your shorts. So taking a good amount of the no-sew fabric glue, set it on there, and then set your trim directly over it all the way across. And you're also going to be repeating this on the side and just all the way around, and make sure you do this on both legs. And then just kind of leave it off to the side to dry. So once the trim has covered the area of your legs, it should look something like this. Now we're gonna do something a little extra to add a little bit more flair to the front of your shorts. So you're gonna be needing your suede cord for this, your 2 tassels that also match your trim at the bottom of your shorts. So take the length from the top to the bottom of your shorts, and you're going to be cutting 2 similar pieces of your suede cord. Again, my shorts are going to be very different, so just kind of take the measure from the top to the bottom. Now, taking both of the pieces of my suede cord, I'm going to put them together along with my tassel. So take your tassel, thread the suede cord through, and do a few stitches on there so your tassel is on there nice and secure. And be sure to repeat this to the opposite side as well. Now, taking both of those pieces, I'm going to go to the front of my shorts, the very top, and I'm going to be sewing them on there. one on one side and one on the opposite side. So this is basically just going to give it an appearance that you have some sort of little tassel attachment to the front of your shorts. You can opt to completely skip this step, but if you see when I tie a little bow on it, it just looks a little extra flary and kind of cool. Now this next part is exactly like the Tassel Trim, except this is a Pom Pom Trim, so it just looks a little bit different. I made these last year for Coachella. These were long pants and I cut them into shorts. So all I did was I cut them into shorts, then I took some fabric glue and I glued down the edges so they were nice and clean. And then I glued down my trim over it. And the very last thing I did was I sewed everything together so it was nice and secure. And this is what my final product looked like. Now moving on to a little more complex pom-pom short look, you're going to need your pom-pom trim, some decorative ribbon, scissors, your sewing pins and your needles, no-sew fabric glue, and of course your shorts. You're going to again repeat the same process as before, taking a good amount of your no-sew fabric glue, gluing your pom-pom trim all throughout the bottom legs, of course both sides. The only difference for this one is we are going to be putting some of our glue where the pocket begins, and we're going to line that with our pom-pom trim, again to give it a little bit more of a festive flair for the shorts. And repeat this on the opposite pocket as well, and allow it to dry before you move forward. So this is what you have so far. Now taking it an extra step, you're going to add some decorative ribbon. I found this at Joann's Fabric. You can find all kinds of decorative ribbon at your local craft store. Again, all you're going to be doing is setting a good amount of your fabric glue, adding it to the top of your trim, and this is what your shorts would look like in the end. Again, let it dry, and I would go ahead and go over that with a quick stitch. And for this last one, I wanted to give you guys a variety. This is a Zig Zag style trim. They sell all kinds of different sizes and shapes of trim. So all that you can do, if you don't want to glue it to the very edge of it, you can add it directly onto your shorts. This just gives it a really cool style and look. You can also double up the trim. Don't be shy. Do as many layers as you like, just to really give it that customized flair. And once I glued my trim down, this one's a little bit more tedious to work with. So take a good amount of your sewing pins and just pin them on there until your fabric glue has dried. And again, go over it with a quick stitch all throughout the trim. And this is what your final product should look like.
And that's it for the tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And if you like this type of tutorial of me showing you different ways to upcycle and revamp some of your clothes, hit the like button. So I know you guys definitely want to be seeing some more tutorials of this kind. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I have posted the list of materials along with all my social media links before if you guys want to connect further. I always do a lot of behind the scenes on my Snapchat, so you guys will know what's coming up even before I post it on YouTube. But yeah, hopefully this tutorial really inspires you guys to just kind of go through your clothes and find ways in which you can make it new. Not necessarily shorts, but maybe with the top you can add some tassel to it. That will also be really cute and it will work. Or even like bathing suit pieces and things like that. So I'll continue brainstorming on my end to be able to provide you guys with more simple techniques just to show you how far a little bit of trim or a little bit of money can go in completely revamping your wardrobe and making it new, because I know a lot of us are not balling and can't afford to buy like $60 pom-pom shorts, which I still think is incredibly ridiculous. And as always, thank you guys so much for taking the time to check out this video. Hopefully you guys are doing wonderful and well wherever you may be. I'm sending all of you guys lots of love and light, and I will be seeing you guys in a few days.